couple of years ago I did two retrospective gala performances, which some people might remember. Necessarily, with them then being about, well, damn near 80, we had to leave a few out because the evening would have gone on forever. And some of the things I left out were some of my so-called family plays, which I wrote quite a lot of. In fact, I didn't realise quite how many until I started looking. The family plays were written, obviously, as I think, for younger children under the age of 10, which I thought was the age you could get them interested in theatre. But I didn't want necessarily to exclude their parents or their older siblings from the experience. Hopefully I could cover both. And I think experimenting with this in recent years, from the very first one, Mr. A's Amazing Maze Plays, until the very last one, Miss Yesterday, I covered quite a lot of ground. Sometimes revisiting plays that I'd written for adults, and people will be able to see the parallels for themselves. I made special rules in writing these plays that one of the things I didn't want to do was to close doors on the children who were watching, and say to them, well, that's never going to happen. You'll never do that. On the off chance, as I naively felt at the time, someone in the audience probably had the cure for some terrible disease or could solve all the world's problems, which their adult counterparts were singularly unable to do. So the plays always have a spark of light in them. I think a lot of people feel that children's work is all about, throwing custard at each other and falling over and ha 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 ha. And I suddenly discovered that the children of that age, they don't actually just want to laugh inanely for 2 hours. They actually want to be involved. And one of the nicest things, I remember one kid coming out, I said, "Did you enjoy that?" He said, "Scary." And I took that as an enormous compliment, because he wanted to be scared. Not really badly scared, but scared enough that he clung onto his seat. The plays, in fact, have quite a range of emotions, but always with this caveat that you never quite switch all the lights off. You always leave one on. So it's going to be an interesting journey. I have a secret feeling that I'm always asked what's my favourite play, and I think my favourite play is probably in amongst these ones, actually. And they have a sort of positivity about them, and an openness which I rather like. The feeling of stooping and writing for children is not the way. I mean, I wrote above myself. I think kids in theatre deserve better. They deserve your best actors and hopefully your best writing and also your best technical stuff, and you just have to excite them with the theatre, which I hope these plays do. They're only readings, and I'm using the whole company of 14 to read them. So they're going to be an exciting voyage.